Oh, good time of day. Going to do another little pixeling stream. Hopefully everything is working. Seems to be. Alright, so I had got a little bit of start on the head last week, but was a little perplexed what I was going to do with the rest of the body. Made a little bit of a sketch on paper of what I want to do, and we'll see if we get to that. First, let's just do a little stretch, make sure all the joints work. Okay, that's good. Now then, maybe a little. Work on the body a little bit. Nothing too drastic, more of a petite type here, though I always overemphasize the hips. It's just a thing that happens. Do. Sure, got everything up. This should probably be on top. Where's neck? There's neck. Get this a little more down to rib cage. Rib cage being like that. That keeps it still at about 6 heads high. Yeah, should be fine. Yes, the demon core. I think there's one guy who said I might be the reason why there's so many anime girls playing with the demon core, because he did a thing on it, and they all became popular after that video. That should be fine. Just a little standard outlining. I'm going to have to... Yeah. FX would do it right, but I prefer this sort of one because it gives the jaggedness. Not too hard to look up. Can't remember at the moment. And let's just make the shoulders go like that, or at least to the shoulders. Joining to the shoulders is always a bit of a thing for me. Whoop. Okay, good enough to work off of. Let's just thin this down for a little bit of hourglass. And I can split the difference in here. 3 and 3. Okay, boop, boop. All right, good enough. Left chest. Nothing too extreme going on. So arms are about there. Bottom of rib cage is about there. This about fits. Nothing too big. We'll revisit later. How do I generally want to do leg, arm, arms? Wait. Why is hair part of leg group? Ah, that's why. There we go. Make a new layer. Oop. Left arm. Whoop. Now, what do I have it? I have it as an extreme down, so I guess 4 pixels at a time. You know, I'm going to turn off that. So I want to figure out how big I want this arm to be. So this is 8 pixels across. That's too small. 12. How does that look next to there? A little skinny. 16. Let's go with a full 16. How does that look next to this? Usable. Because I have to have pixels on the side for a little bit of shading. So should be good. Now then, so let's say that is a start. Whoops. 16. And we'll have a steep bit of 4 pixels. And I'm going to cheat as much as I can. Let's actually put this at a grid of 4 high. Not so much a grid anymore. Oop. Oh. Oop. And good enough to pattern. See, that might be a little thick. No, that's fine. Might be a little thick. I'll work on figuring it out later. So, step that down. The reason why I'm doing this instead of using the cardinal directions, whoops, that was the wrong button, is that I don't get proper. You use a single pixel and you go, well, use the shift and control method. Yeah, you only get like the 2 choices and 1. You don't get any other in-betweens, and this is definitely an in-between. Okay, probably want to slice it, taper it a little bit off the top. That looks good, and then I'll put hand on there. So I said I want to taper it. Let's put... First, let's remove the grid a little bit. So right about here, I want to have it change. So let's start on there, give it a little bit of roundness by having it do this. And then now it becomes 5. What? Come back, grid. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoops. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoops. No, wait, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Good enough. So we are down to here. That's looking a little better. This we can just keep going on from here. That said, I'm going to cut it into its own thing. Oop. So left arm lower. Okay, so first off, we want to extend Oh, I mean wrong layer, that's why. Okay. We want to round this off so that maybe we could turn it a little bit. And then we want to round this off so that we can also turn it a little bit. Let's just make sure we know where we're at. Okay, so those have joined up. Now to have this do the 4s, or just because I like it to be slightly asymmetrical on the sides, I will do the 4s like this. You generally don't want to have a lot of things line up for no good reason. Why is that a 5? Now it's a 4. Interesting. Okay. Either way, so let's clean this off a little bit. Boop, boop. Does that arm work? Let's turn out the grid. Pretty stick-like. Maybe I want to just slightly, ever so slightly, give a little bit of the muscle. See, so arm going down like this. We might get a little bit over here. So let's bring this out one. Just so I can undo it, I'm going to do it in red. Here we go. Two. Okay. Nope, that's not. Want to be a little lower. Join up a little bit. You know, might be just better to go with stick. It's readable, it'll work. May want to have elbow though. That would require me to actually tilt this a little bit. I think I'm just going to have it be like that. I'll live. Okay. So let's add hands. The thing I dread. So 16, so 18, so that I can distinguish it a little bit. Have it go like this. I don't think I thought of anything for hand position. So let's noodle this. Thumb goes down like that. So let's say this is back a hand. And they're overlapping like so. I know this is a little big. It's a little murder mittens here, but bear with me. So that is main part. It's middle, and that is where everything covers up to. What's rule of thumb? Male hand is, you can't see it, but I'm putting a hand over face. Male hand is palm, base of palm to fingers at about actual above eyebrows. Female is about at little over eyes. I think that's what it was. So that on this scale, assuming that these are 8. Nope, these are 16. So that's 8, 16, and that looks like 4. So 16 plus 4 is 20, so 28. 28 in total. Let's work with that. Or 24, 28. Anyways. Boop. Yeah, but I'm overthinking it. Can I adjust that? Bring it up 8. There we go. So that's way too long. How about... Yeah, that's fine. So the tip here... Maybe a little more there for the actual palm. And then fingers are half the length of the actual hand itself. All the fingers pretty much are the same length, except the pinky I think is slightly different, but they're all just offset from each other. So whoops. Let's all have it converge like so. Then we could just have there. Ah, that has no life. Whoops, that's not the thing I wanted. I mean, the standard is pretty much, you know, hand out. Something like that. Then maybe have a finger go out like that, just to offset things. That would be, if that's a pointer finger, it'd be about here. And be offset a little bit. Good enough. Move whole shebang over a little bit, because it's being raised. Okay. Let's continue. Okay. And because I like hurting myself in this way, let's actually... Oops. Let's act... what happened? Yeah, zoom right there. That's going to go for longevity of this. Okay. Then the other one's back there. So other finger like this. And then we have a little bit of pinky go up here by selecting up there. Pink for pinky. There we go. Thumb's a little too big. Thumb is also, but instead of going down to the knuckles, the thumb goes all the way down to the wrist, but it is about as long as the rest of the fingers. So cheat to win. Bring it out about here. Oh, why do I hit the wrong buttons? Okay. Is it Alt M? Shift M? Nope. Control M? Nope. Okay, what is it? Subtract? Okay, I'll click the button. I am too dumb to remember keys. Okay, so we have this. We could turn this a little bit. Please. Thank you. And then for thumbness, we can have that jet out slightly. Whoops. Room. And as per usual, the little bit of webbing between this has to be smooth. So, boop, boop. And then that could be pretend that it's going in there. Okay. That's a little extreme. Pixels, there are no subtlety. There's only half measure, unless you're doing sub-pixels, which is beyond me. Okay, that works. Maybe a little too horizontal. That should be 45. So let's ruin all our work by doing a rotate. So let's get that to about 2. Well, that's about 1. You know, 1 works about right. Okay. Ruin the pixels. Not that bad. Boop. Okay, so get rid of that. This can be cleaned up a little bit. Hands look too tiny. Well, arms too far off to really see it. Let's just... Small hands, yeah. It could be better. It could be worse. Let's have this switch a little bit to 2s about here. Just to make it look like it's curving. There we go. Finger, finger. Reads as finger. And that's about 4 wide. So keep these consistent. Let's have this go about there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure that's split up a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4, because this one's going to be on it, and this one's going to be 2, so that's fine. And this one feels a bit long, so let's chop that down, which means we have to knock a few pixels off the rest of them. And this needs to be reshaped a little bit. Okay. So I have the dark skin tone for shading. Boop, 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 boop. Let's see how poorly I did this. Okay, and this one comes down like this. You know, I could probably just, yeah. I might need to bump those up. I might not care enough. We'll see. That's the true horror, is how much do you care about this not working out? And I care far too much, which means I won't get it done. Okay. And this one's... I think I'm going to have to go off a little bit here and merge it in. Yeah. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. Make sure I got right skin. Got right skin. Now, if I wanted to go a bit more, I take the second layer of shading from the neck here in order to have this all stand out. Just to try and... Yeah, this fingers feels too big. Because this one only got one here. So let's move this up a little bit. Move that back one. That finger feels too thin, too short now. I think if I move this up, it'll read better. Maybe. I dislike hands. My hands have brought me nothing but grief. They do not work right. Probably patch that up a bit more. Have it go boo. Have it go to that. Have this do a bit more like that. I don't like this section, but I don't think moving it over is going to actually help. This finger looks a bit long for what it is, so... Oop. Shorten that up. Much better. We got an extra pixel here I don't like, but then I'd have to take that back. And I think the other... I might want to remove it right here. Yeah. Because I want that second shade to try and differentiate the stuff in front a little bit more from the stuff in back. And nothing more than that. So you see, like, this is a front shade, this is a back shade. So, leave that roll a little bit like that. This I need to have that here. I can't get rid of it back here because I want to show that this is further in the background. If I chunk this, does it... It doesn't look right if I do that. Then I pretend it's like this, maybe? Its hand, I don't quite like it. I will say good enough. How does it look with the arm? Terrible. Because this has now gotten to be smaller. I could do a second run and thin down this arm a little bit. Instead of going on this side, I will now go on the other side and change this to be... Get like 1, 2 in, and now 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I think this might get too small too quickly. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Chop off 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, that one went a little too far. Okay, and move hand over. That works now. And we gave it a little bit of curve that I had wanted before, but I have no idea how to do. I think this can go up a bit more and give me a little bit. Let's turn you off for a second. And if I make this 2s. Boop, boop. Kind of works, kind of weird. Maybe. Just maybe. Okay, anyways. That comes along. And move. I think we just have to have this go at an angle. And then I can possibly buff this up one more. Why is it always hands? Okay. So, don't work harder. Use more tools. Okay. Oh, dang. I'm going to have to bring this up one more, else this looks like it's just a flat thing, and this needs to be... This needs to have something of a bump here. If I make this 3, will that be enough? Yeah, that works. Then 1, 2... Let's move this over here and trim off one more pixel from that. We'll have it thin going down into the wrist, which, I mean, technically it does. Technically. So, about here seems like make these 5s. 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is there anything over there? There's nothing over there. Tiny hand, but I don't know what I'm going to do, because if I make any finger bigger, it's going to balloon by about 4 pixels, which is... We're working on 16ths there, so that's literally a fourth. We make it a quarter bigger. I should really just learn how to do up admits and be done with it. Okay. Boop. That's not the button. Slot it in here. Good enough? Okay. Select modify contract because I like it for this. FX would work, but it doesn't give me... Well, okay. Let's see. So I have that selected. I have the color I want selected. If I make this that color, and I go over here and I grab my first level shade, and then I FX it. Oops. Edit FX. Outline. Make it an inline. And it's just 1 by 1. Okay, that is the same thing. I think I might have been using other settings where I get like the weird little corners through the entire thing, which doesn't look good for what I'm going for. That works. The only issue is that I feel when I literally do it, it'll go across the whole drawing. It'll go across every single layer. So I have to turn everything off that it's covering that I have selected, or it will do interesting things. You gotta hide those feet, man. Those feet will kill you. Boop. Okay, so the lower arm needs to have these be de-emphasized. There we go. And we got arm. Also, just because I might as well while I'm here. Very important. That goes out to your shoulder blades. Okay. So we have that. We have that. Let's do this. Duplicate everything. Oh, it only duplicates one at a time. Okay, nice. Thank you. Can I duplicate the whole arm group? I can. Remember, name your layers. Actually, no. No, this is fine. Never mind. I am going to need a sleeveless option. All right, so boop, boop, boop. Shift H. Shift H. Shift H. There we go. We got 2 sets of arms. Okay, legs are still outlined. Tiny, tiny hands. I think that's in right now. I could shave one more off this, I think. You know what? Merge down. Oh, wait, that was the wrong one. There we go. Let's keep them joined. I feel like I'm going to come back here a few times. So, merge down. Turn that back on. Feel as though 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Goodbye. Oh, there it is. Nope, maybe not. Actually, Control Y? Yes. If I just make a fake little wrist bit right here. How about right here? Okay, let's look at this 100. Let's look at this at 200. No, doesn't work. If I shave off of the other side and then move the hand over one, maybe. I'm spending too much time. Yeah, this definitely is too much like straight line. This needs to jut out more. Left hand. Hold on a second. Because we have to move you over. No. So much to do about nothing. So let's move you up. We're already too far down. We can't spare another pixel. Let's make this 2s. And I think I need to be right back. Give me a second. back. That's fine. I'm just going to be struggling with this either way. That's on the hand, right? Okay. Going to be 2s. They're going to bring the hand back into the picture. And let me see. So maybe if I do this, then re-rig that. That looks awful, but a little bit of a pinch, maybe? No. Okay, so we make this straight, which looks gangly and awful. So 3, 2, little better. I don't think my ability will, unless I thin this down all the way, I don't think my ability is going to take me through this. Anyways, well, good enough. Get back to splitting that later. Let's work on the middle torso, which is, well, actually, work on the bottom. I want to... Oh, this is jagged as heck. What the heck happened here? Then 2s? Wait, I can actually do 2s. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, turn off legs and torso. See if I get anything worthwhile here. Okay, make you the middle thing. Oh, should get off. Upper torso. After I take that shading color, thank you. Go away. FX it. Boop. Okay, so bring these back in. I think I'm going to soften it about here. Yes. So let's delete those. And then make these 3 steps. Okay. Around here, this can just become this. And work on the middle section. Which is to say... Yeah, I think I could just blatantly bring it down maybe a little bit of... Okay. Boop. 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 And then we split the difference. Top torso. Can't get rid of this. That's looking decent. a little wonky here, but the actual upper hip of the pelvis would make it a little wonky anyways. I'm just not overemphasizing or properly emphasizing. I think I might want to inbuild a little bit of on the upper torso. Arms go away. Arms go away. A little bit on the upper torso over here of the second shading. Well, you know, we could actually, you know, make that go away. Which looks horrible until, you know, put those here. And the arms of an angel. Might be a bit too much up there. Okay. So up to here is about fine. Past there, it starts getting a little weird. And then also I need to figure out how to cut that. So let's do it. Make it go, boop. Hit, miss all the keys. There we go. Passable. Top torso. Too much? Too little? I don't even think I'm going to have a layer that shows it, but let's live with it. Crack my elbow. Okay. So I'll figure out feet later, but I need to do a bit of legs. I don't think I'm going to make this too high mobility. At most, maybe a step. I think legs are actually pretty much set right now. 1 second, because this is probably just a little funny to me. There we go. This makes it look worse. Okay. Anyways. For the moment, I just need to work on it like this. Okay, so... left leg. It's not layer. Okay, there we go. So turn off body so the FX doesn't mess it up. Boop, boop. Brain, can you just let me work for a minute? Yes, it is better, but just let me work. Okay. Got that. Steal this. FX it. And we are good. I don't think I need to really separate the legs right now. Though I will emphasize the kneecap slightly. And I will take this out a little bit. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I think that was 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, and that can be 1. And we could put a little bit of that here. It's a little close together for my taste, but it'll do. Now I'm going to have skirt on this. How micro mini did I feel like? We'll get back to that later. But how does everything look? Okay, I need to fix the lower torso so that this blends in. Though, I don't even need to go that far. I'm not going to have anything. It's going to have a skirt over it. Doesn't matter. Don't need to think about it. Okay. So... Rain. Good enough. If I say it enough, it'll become good enough. Okay, so we have all that. So let's turn off torso, let's turn off arms, let's... Oh, torso middle is doing that, so let's just make sure that that's even. Yeah, that's fine. Boop. And switch over. Edit FX outline. By that we mean that's a little backwards. Okay. Edit inline. Boop. We don't need the ones at the top. Well, we may need the ones on the side though. We'll find out in a second. Torso top. Yeah, we need the ones at the top. Just to mirror a little bit. Oop. Oh, that was the wrong color. Oh no, mistakes were made. And we can play a little bit of this game. Just a little bit. Nothing that's going to be seen, but nah. That doesn't add a lot. I'm not going to be working with it. Okay. Let's take a look at how everything looks so far. Yep, that's a pretty naked cat girl. So let's change that a little bit. Oh, this would be undershirt. So I'm going with a denim jean skirt and just a simple white A top. So let's actually move this here. Yep, there we go. So this can just loosely hang over all this. And this can drape down, then it hits the side of the body, and then it goes out a little bit like this. And then it can do whatever above the skirt and be all And I can make it move around a little bit. So we have that. No. I was on the wrong layer. Okay. So once again, like that. Have it go to here. Encounter side of hips. Or side of waist. Make it feel a little extra floofy down here. Okay, let's fix up those steps. So 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3. Nope. Okay, now you could be threes. Yeah, sure. And I'm going to make this left strap and right strap because asymmetrical. Okay, so left strap is going to, you know, actually hold the show together. Oh, no, no. Turn you off. This is not your time to shine. Left strap goes down here. What are you? You are 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, I don't need 5. Do... Whoops. Okay, like that. And right strap is going to go over arm. And this is how many cross? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is loose. This hangs down here. Why did I do this to myself? Clearly, like programming, I am a masochist at this. Something like that. Okay. Should at least put a band-aid on or something. Okay, so... Okay, and denim skirt. So let us quickly just a little bit of belly, not too much. Okay. So I want this to be the darker shade. This is a little too my purple, but it'll do. Can we lighten it up? 26. Sure, this works. And this needs to basically abruptly stop before it starts going back around, but we wouldn't need to care about it that much. Okay, let's turn her shirt off. These steps are usable. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. We can have it start flaring up, so now it can be 2s. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's make you 3, 3, 4, 5. Let's add another one down here and yet another one. There we go. How do I make this look more denim? The internet. Yep, you have the zipper, or you have the, what do you want to call it? The actual seam on there. Actually, denim can be a lot lighter. Let's bump this up a little bit. I think I can actually just use that. That's fine. So if I bump this color up 2 points on... Oop, that was the wrong way. All right. Okay, where's the line? There's a line. I'm just going to use this as a marker. So what way is typically the zip is? The zip is facing the right side. Okay, like that. And some sort of brass button here. And we can can outline the top like this. Now I can turn this back on. Oop. All right then. So we go up here. And then we have to desaturate, move this down a little bit so that we can make the actual bit of this. This can be 2. Now this can do that little thing there. Right up to there. It always gets me. Anyways, I have to stretch a little bit. Always make sure you stretch. Okay. After you snap all your bones, put yourself back together. Okay, I can do the bottom right now, so I will. I don't have it on that. Now, I think I need some texture to properly make this look denim. So it's mostly up and down texture that does it. Also, denim has the fun little thing of having little phrase on the end, which I can put in later. But for now, very subtle texturing, so... Because ligaments still force things together for friction. So even cartilage rubbing cartilage snaps back together. So let's do half a step. So 24, 30. Can I just like vaguely I'm going to do this on its own layer without. So, like just noodle, destroy all compression. Every other thing is kind of... Straight up dithering might work better. Okay. There was some way to auto dither something. Do, 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 do. I see YouTube's. Okay, I'm going to mute this tab. What do you say? Okay. Because, you know, some sort of dither like this might be good. Okay. Yep, you're getting your basic stuff down. Mm-hmm. Okay, what's the tool for dithering? Okay. Got a square. Bravo. Starting to skip now. Okay, so it's based off the gradient tool. Nope. 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 Dithering. But I want a flat dithering. By hand it is, I guess. Okay. Cheat to win. So, let us just, let us make the night step. This is kind of my preferred dithering pattern. It's just all night steps away from each other, so nothing really lines up except for distance. And once I get enough of these, I will see how it looks. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And then that gets one here. Sure. Okay, that gives a texture. That's good. Make the grid 16 so I can actually snap to stuff, right? Oh yeah, yeah. Dithering is an old ass technique. It's mostly there for because of color limits. It's gained an aesthetic following to it, but let's not lie. This existed because you could only have like 16 colors at a time, and the best way to do half steps is to just like literally have half the pixels be what you want, or above and below. And I'm just going to make a screen of this, and then I'm going to do some magic. Because the gradient is auto-dithered to be a gradient and not a flat. I want it for texture, not for blending purposes. Okay, so I have all this. Okay, so we have skirt. Okay, so we're over here. So we invert. And look. Skirt has texture now. Maybe it's a little too simple. I care not. I think I will eliminate the top two. So that this has a feeling of depth to it. And top two. And what I should really also do is go in and make some of them a bit lighter, because denim goes both directions. I need to fix that button. Okay. That almost looks too blank there. I think I need to put some... Yeah, one row. Just can't have nothing touch it. And I think we're good. Touches, it touches. Okay, let's see about going up half a step and then randomly selecting a bunch of them. So this becomes 34, this becomes 40. I have hit the wrong button. Woe unto me. 34, 40. And we will randomly pick certain ones. the shift I? Control shift I. Pickety, pickety, pickety. Pick. 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 Whoops. I literally can't see what I have already done, so that helps. That stands out way too much. Okay. Do. If I could texture it more, I would texture it, but it looks like it has a texture now. Now then, let's merge this down. The other part of denim, as I said, was the little bit of cut at the bottom. So, very light blue. Well, no, actually, I could just do this right here. So, we have the little bits of thread coming out of here. Have to make it at least look a bit appealing. The whole point of it is to look a bit rough. But it can't look bad. Okay, let's go back in here with white and get some of the bigger parts. Maybe a few of these. A little bit over there. There we go. Cut off. It looks so bad. It makes it look so much worse. Okay. Technically, I should make it back to this. So I will. Oh, I missed one. Okay, so turn that back on. This can be this color, because I might as well reuse colors when I have them. Or this color. And we have to overlap because of Ace or Live 2D interesting things. Okay. Let us fix up the shirt a little bit. So we have this, we can go down a color. So we can make this 90. We can make this 20, make it slightly blue. Whoops. And just give this a little bit of shading to it. Not a lot. I'm not going to do... Maybe I'll do a little bit of fold at the bottom. Oh, there's a bad step there. I don't like that. I'm going to go back and fix this. So 2, 2, 2, and then you can become 1. There we go. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. No, that needs to be down here more and just needs to be more 2s. So let's split the difference right here. Say that it's like bunching up. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 3. This comes over. This comes over. This goes a little longer. Lower. This goes a little longer. And then poop, poop. Just have it finish up over there. And then have a little bit of something else interrupting it. The thing to think about folds is like something goes into something else. I can't explain it too much. But when something bunches up, it's because if it's flat, nothing's going on. But if this has been... wrong buttons. If this has been like changed to be like this, this is going to be going like this, and because one, it's actually folding over, so there's like extra space back there. But also this is going to be bunching up like this into it because the same sort of thing is happening over here. So you get kind of the angry marks sort of folding, and that's kind of what I go with. I'm terrible at it, but better than nothing. That's not steep enough. Okay, so boop, boop, 2. Maybe even have it veer off a little bit to show the collision of the folds. Because it's a very loose shirt. Does that work? You know what? I'll take too long. Why can't I actually do anything? What did I hit? Okay. Let's just give a hint of there's folds going on the sides. Very light hint. The real one would be just like literally the breast one, but anyways. I'm going to do that on a different layer, so I can have a little bit of wiggle. So let's have undershirt be about 50 opacity. Okay, you can go away. Okay, come back. There we go. Let's make this a little subtle. And this can carry part. Oops. Okay. Left strap. We can have it go one more on the side there in order to give a bit more edge to it. Not edgy edge, just literal side of it. Give it some width. And make sure that we go down and we cover over the top of this. Right strap is going to be same side because it's literally folding. Okay. Boop, boop. Are they even the right size? I should triangle it just a bit more, methinks, and that'll make me feel better. Okay. All right, and I want to give a little bit of fake shadow down here. Turn off body. Get the proper outlines going on. Mirror tool is your friend, so is actually having a selection going on. Boop. Boop. Okay, let's turn that back on. There. That's looking all right. Okay, now the actual shirt. Or, I guess you want vest it would be. Okay, so we have a color down here to use. And it comes off like this. I'm probably going to have a back layer. And floats on the middle of that. Comes in a little bit. How far did I have it go down? I had it go over the skirt. I had it be like literally the took boyfriend's jacket sort of work here. So just really long. Let's take off her skirt. Skirt Doko. There we go. So way oversized. One, because it's cute. Two, because kind of a mild do-it-yourself theme. We got to make sure to go over that part. So, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. That's a 3. That's also a 3. So that's fine. 1, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. We can go back to 3 in a second. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Thickness. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. Yeah, we could go to 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This can actually just kind of go up to here, and then we could just start rounding it up to shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually give it another layer. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Kind of go like this, like this. Want to taper that a little bit, give it some roundness. But not too round. It's got to be a little rough. Okay, skirt back on. Let's get that outside color. Fill this in. Turn everything. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do this manually, because if I try doing it, it's going to apply to all layers for the FX. So. I might have to revisit the colors on this later, but it works for now. Okay. Boop. Boop. And then I'll have to do another set of dithering, but that'll be fine. Okay, I do have it mirrored. That would have been terrible if I didn't. Also, I have to make a zipper for the middle. By that, I just mean a little bit of silver, maybe alternate. Okay. Need to round this out a little bit. Fill this in just a bit. You can be that long. And you can be that long. You can be 4. You can be 3. Okay, so a little focus there. Cleaning that up a little bit. This can be longer as well. Down. Okay. Good enough. Now, for zipper. I'm literally just going to alternate these two colors. So. Let's see if this looks good or terrible. So how about that local sports team? They make the playoffs. No, I can't actually paste it in because I'll be You know what's going to suck is when I cut this down by 1. Actually, that's not going to be too bad because I just have to, go down the edge. Just hitting the X key all day long. Speaking of which, Morgue Ball. It had an expansion pack. Well, expansion, I should say. I got it for giggles. Because everybody needs sports ball at the end of the world. Do. Whoops. Oh no, off by 1. Mistakes were made. I have not kept up with Blood Bowl. As far as I know, it's been kind of just dead from like the years ago when they were going to make a new living rulebook change, and then they just said nope. Okay, that has a feel to it. Okay, did they finally make the changes? I mean, it's basically kept on life support by outside of Games Workshop, because Games Workshop really just does not care. They'll license it out every other year, it seems, because isn't there a video game version on its 3rd iteration at this point? I remember the whole thing when the Crone team started to come in. Because so much frenzy. Okay, was I going to do anything with the arms? My original sketch had some buttons on this, but I don't think I'm doing that. So, let's follow this a little bit. This is a little stiffer. Oh no! Rookie mistake. Okay. Now let's turn that back on. And let's grab some of this fluff. A little too much. Okay, and just fill this in a little bit differently. Okay. Arms are a little bare, but okay. And we need a back for this. Might need to soften that. Okay, let's soften that. Oh, they went that direction. Oh no. So basically, from what I understand, the Age of Sigmar did. Because isn't that like literally what happened in that? And along with everything just kind of became narrative. Everything was the same. Just use whatever you want. Agree to stats. Okay. Now into hell. So let's make another layer. Let's make this 16 by 16 and actually be able to see it. Okay. Not looking for. Is it a 1 gap or is it 2 gap? It is a 1 gap. I feel like I'm doing it wrong. Dithering. Dithering. The Game of Thrones approach. Kill half of them. Also, I forgot the anime director that does that too, because he doesn't want to make sequels. When he's done with something, he's done, and he just kills them all. Okay. I have no idea how big this is going to have to be. I think I went a little over how big. Anyways. Better to go over than under in this case. Also, the one thing in Blood Bowl is that half its bouncing factor is that you don't usually, except for base unit combos, you may not get what you need out of your players, and then they die an ignoble death anyways. Okay, so that's off by a little bit, which is what I wanted. Okay. No, that's good. That's fine. Okay. Select invert deletus. Okay, lighten this up by a half. So 23. Don't do math on stream. Don't do math on stream. Oh, it's actually the same color. Neat. Wait, I did that wrong. Okay, so. Boop. No, that's fine. Oh, no, they killed the team count? Oh. No. 'Cause half the fun was all the bullshit teams. The frogmen. Oh, that's sad. That's about as exciting as I've heard about them bringing back the squats and then starting to hear what they started to do the rest of 40K. It's like, oh, okay. They didn't bring back proper land trains, though. I want my space dwarfs with land trains. I mean, come on. What's the point? You have a rolling a rover fortress. Okay. Kind of cool, but I want land trains. I want the silly. Okay. So that has been textured. Her arms are a little bare. Her legs are a little bare. She's missing feet. They're called something Legion, but they're squats. I think there was another thing being brought in. Oh, did they? I don't remember them trying to serious up the orcs. That's a sin. Okay, thigh highs. I need to do stuff to the legs. So now is the time of... How do I want to do this? They have to be asymmetrical. That is the rule. Well, she's green, so I could just carry on the green theme. Make them like light green or something, like one of them light green. I'd like it better if it didn't completely 180 all the characters. Like, literally the only characters they had in it. Which was the, I forgot the big guys. I mean, they literally made it like, oh no, this is literally the concept of death in the universe, Lovecraftian thing, which was silly. But it's like, yeah, not the... Are they lords? The Night Lords or something? It's been a while. But it's like, okay, these powerful beings tricked... The C10, yeah. These powerful beings tricked these guys to become their servants and put them in tin cans, and they were over everywhere and doing stuff, and they went to sleep, and they're going to wake up later. To, oh no, these guys were so powerful, and they made the C10s their bitches, and then put them in Pokeballs. No, that's fine. That's absolutely fine that they have, like, personality and stuff. Like, if you want, as you said, if you want the old Terminator thing, that's still around. But what my thing is like, it's literally as if they took the Emperor of Mankind and, like, they refluffed it, and now, like, the Emperor of Man is actually, he's just a giant fuck-up. He did everything wrong. And they still have to keep him alive because he's a linchpin of all the plans for everything. And if he dies, everything goes out. And he's like dying. He's not, no, he's not coming back. It's like if they... That's the flip I feel when I hear about the Necrons and what they did with everything. It's like... Oh, did they? But, like, no, like, everything the Emperor did was wrong and bad, but he had this one good thing, and that's why we keep him alive. But that's the sort of flip I feel, or... Like, if they were to take the Dark Eldar and make them... Oh, no, they weren't a part of the whole warp thing. They were just actually pirates that are off pirating that survived the whole collapse of that. And why they do the Slash thing, okay, whatever, move on. Just, it feels utterly like they crossed some sort of axis and everything reversed. But the C10 and, like, fluff was already stupidly Lovecraftian overpowered junk that I didn't like. Let's just have a single thigh high. That's kind of a thing. Maybe. It's just that it flip too much for me. Also, literally Tomb Lords in space, but that's the point. How do I want to do this? What color do I want to do this with? Green's in theme. Let's do, yeah, a lighter green. I mean, it's 40K and it's all about, like, literally this in space. That's fine. It's just the C-tan flip that's like... It's when people... It's like people oversimplifying, the Call of Cthulhu. It's like, yeah, and then I defeated Cthulhu with a ship. It's like, no, that's not exactly what was actually said in there. Why are you interpreting like that? I mean, you could just be simplifying, be like, haha, funny, I read it, but it's stupid, so I'm going to mock it by oversimplifying it to make my straw man of a point. Okay, let's go with a little bit darker green on top. Nah, yeah, yeah, let's do the outline. Okay, drop by this. Like, I think they could have done it better, and I would have been fine with it. But as presented, it just kind of like, really? But I think like the whole actually they got betrayed and tricked is like not part of the canon anymore. It's like they literally went out and made the C-tan their bitches. Oh, what's going on there? Okay, that's actually I need to fix that on the other side. I don't even think that's part of the fluff right now. Like that. Like, if I remember correctly, the fluff is pretty much, no, the Necron were just really powerful and they saw chaos coming on. It's like, okay, we're going to just nap this out. It's not like they betrayed the C-tan. The C-tan were already their like little Pokeball bitches. Let's just mirror this a little bit. One, two, up like that, then that could be one, and that could be one. Am I mirroring this still? Good. I'm not. Anyway, Been 2 hours. Closer. Maybe a thigh strap. Just a little bit of thing. Yeah, I will just mirror this, but down here. Two. Okay, so the outer one is pretty much, it's the inner one that does the more. Okay, so 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 1. I shouldn't like that, but that has to be fine. I can actually have a couple. Okay, so 2 down, 2 down, 2 down. And that is like... And then it's another 2, and then 1, and then 2 over. So hard... After second 2... Oh no, it's 3 2s, and then it's long line. Okay. How tall is this? This is 1, 2, 3. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and let's make this a bit baggy. Oops. Maybe. It's one of those things I'd be more fine with. It's just... everything seems off. It's like when you, in older, even modern games now, when you learn that actually all the fluff was just made up on the fly, and they, oh, what was that show? Crap, I can't remember. And they, who's basically, trying to think of the movie. It's like kind of famous for that they just took the dub and is long, not, I know Ghost, not Ghost Tales. I am braining hard today. but where they take the thing and then just like literally reskin everything. They don't want to deal with actually figuring out. Like Final Fantasy VI did that. It's a personal thing, and like I'd have to get over it, but it's like I see that, and it's like just brings back the same feeling. Like, oh no, we just did it all wrong. We translated it all wrong, and it was actually a completely different story. I think there's an old show, G-Force, that plot was never the same. Yeah. That said, Silent Hill 2 was going for a pedigree of something. It knew what it wanted to do. You don't reference that many movies and have everybody watch them to get on the same page. And just say everything was random. Anyways, puffy socks. Is that too much? Is that too little? Let me turn the grid off. These should have like a lot more straight lines than curves. Okay, let's fix that button. I think I might give her a tail, and then then we'll see. Let's turn her top off. There we go. Nope. Mistakes were made. So 64, 41. Boop, boop, boop. Let's bump that up to 84 and 61. There we go. No, we probably just need to put a collar on. Let's do that. I mean, it fits. Okay, that's going to have to go on top. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. And because okay, so we have it be black on this side. We have it be like 2 stages down on this side. So 69, nice. 69, nice. And then we do the standard sort of stuff, and we can make this bounce around a little bit. And give it a shine by bumping that up to 99 and this up to 99. There we go. Little bell. Let's go with a similar... Okay. Up this a stage. 10. 51. Okay. Whoops, that's not what I want. Can I do this and get away with it? Make it look, yeah, it has to be that way. Okay. Tail. To start with, tail has to be on top of body. And I'm going to probably have to have like 3 different things for it. First off, though, let's make it orange to stand out. I want it to be big and floofy. So a pretty standard middle of it is this. Okay. My sketch, I have it going like this. So if I have it come out like this, go around, something like this. And I think I was going to keep it sort of, well, I could do a 4 frame flip. So I have one here, I have it go down to about here, come back up, and then I could flip it behind and have like just one straight in the middle. That sort of tweens it maybe. Or I could just have it, you know, stay up and floofy. Either way, let's fix some of this by making this get a bit bigger so that it can come down to be manageable. Okay, that could be fine. Add a pixel there. Let's thin this a little bit. Okay. 3. Okay. Two. Okay, and this not yet. Right about here, let's say. Two. That's 3. Okay. And then it's here. Okay, 2. A little bit of concentrating on this. Looks about fine. I want to take the edge off here, but it just kind of keeps expanding into a corner. Anyways, so back to this side. Ooh. 1, 2, 2, and into 1s. Can bump that up. Maybe. Okay. Contract. I think this will be a 2. Let's double outline this to contract by one more. Let's bring this all the way back. And see. Please closed layers. Thank you, layers. Well. Possibly bring this up a little bit. Okay, what's this? This is 3829. Okay, yeah, let's bring this up a fifth. Or a 5. 33. $23. Good enough. Okay, also I want to put a white band on there because why not? Do. Three. Think that does it. No, making it be a darker shade might help more. Let's see. Mm-hmm. And then boop boop. That kind of looks more like Tanuki. Let's just keep it solid. I could go spots, but then I'm not going full cheetah. It's just a little plain. This section doesn't help. Well, I guess we could fuzzify the edges. And give it some stuff like this. I'm not feeling this tail, but I don't want to do like skinny one, I guess. How do I break that? Is it literally just make some chunks of it uneven? A little bit of this will save it. That's more of a fire effect than fur. Hmm. Maybe. Might have to play with this later. It's all a texturing project. I think it's starting to work now. More onto this. Better with it now. I have to fix down here. But how do I really want it to go? Do I just want it to kind of like wiggle in the background and then like maybe it does a flip when turn over? Just a little bit of back and forth. Yeah, that works, that works. Little grungy, too grungy possibly, but let's see, it's about almost 3 hours. I think I'll do a quick run at trying to make boots or shoes. I'll call it, and it's almost actually pretty much done besides splitting it left and right. I think I already have the blinks in. Then it'd be rigging. I want to cut in here. Brings that up. Two, three. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could fight that all day. Okay. Said I was going to work on boots, then I stopped. Keep working on this. The outline looks good. I need possibly just some highlights on here. Let's see. If I go up a fifth, or 5. 53, 42. And I just go stuff like that. Ignore the fact that I'm not actually using any highlights in her normal hair, but maybe. So it's such a different amount of texture to the rest of it. Anyways, shoes. Let's go with something deep black. And I'm mirroring. So basic down, basic up. Curve that a little bit. I will need to add back. I'm not liking how this goes. I'll have to look up something. And I'm not feeling it right now. So I will save that to a different time. Whoops. I do something like this just for a little bit of fun. Yeah, sure. The tail's going to get me, but yeah, I think I'm going to call this good for today. Becoming a little brain dead, and I don't think I want to spend another 2 hours trying to make a small rig for fun. Progress is made, it's almost done. Shoes, I'll look up some boots or something. But yeah. Other than that, I might need to put more work on the hair to have it match tail texture, or just completely think about what I need to do with this. Maybe I just make this like, you know, poof on poof on poof on poof. But with that said, final stretch. Going to call this a good day. So, have a nice rest of your day. Oh, that's not supposed to be there. That can go away. And see you next time.